Hello all. Welcome to EaseMyGST webinar series. So here all, we are again present with you with the sixth webinar in a series for this financial year. So coming to the webinar session on the today's topic. So let me give you some brief that how we land up on the today's topic. So we got some good feedback and responses in our last webinar we have done on e-invoicing, how to generate e-invoice through Zoom POS and how to generate and how to do the e-invoice reconciliation. So after that, we got some valuable feedbacks that you should do a webinar on GSTR 9 and 9C filing also. So we have already presented our GSTR 9 in EaseMyGST software. Those who all know that, those who are using EaseMyGST should know that all the workings and all the filings has been done through EaseMyGST only. So here today we are presenting you with the valuable webinar session on annual returns, annual filing for GSTR 9 and 9C through EaseMyGST. So with me we have our panelist, Mr. Harshit Bhardwaj. Welcome, Harshit, who will present and showcase the agenda first, and then he will present you some of the notifications which we have recently occurred through government portal for e-invoice and e-waybill. So we will be notifying that what all the mandatory notifications we have received through IRP portal, so that your company and all guys can manage your work accordingly. So after that, Mr. Gurdeep, our GST expert, who will be presenting you and showcasing you the live presentation on GSTR 9 and 9C. He will be showing that how you have to work on the GSTR 9 and how you can work on GSTR 9C, because we have lots of question in our mind that some of the clients are asking that how you can file the GSTR 9, because that is already being done by our CA. So CA, earlier in the earlier financial years, CA used to give some certification and used to give some audited financials also from his stamp also. So earlier CA has given the certification, but recently, according to the government changes, we have been coming with the 9C return filing. Means that the company can do their 9C filing from their own as well, means from their own duty stamps, and and the CEO and the owner can signature on that particular GSTR 9 and can submit the certification with the self-declaration mode. So coming on the today's webinar, we have the agenda for annual return filing and 9 and 9C. So I welcome my colleague, Mr. Harshit Bhardwaj, who will present and who will showcase you all the agendas first, and then roll over to the e-invoice and e-waybill notification. So over to you, Mr. Harshit.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gagan, for giving me this opportunity. So hi everybody, now we will be going to start this webinar. So let me give you a brief about this agenda. First, we will be going to discuss about how to prepare data preparation for annual returns in GSTR 9s. We will be guiding you how to prepare the data. Next is the comparison of GSTR 9 EaseMyGST Ginesys books versus government portal. So we all know that your books and the government portal books should be matched to maintain the compliance. So we will be guiding you also for that. Next is the filing of GSTR 9, save data to GSTIN, check save status. So after you have filed the GSTR 9, it is mandatory to check what is the status of the data. So we will also showcase you how to save the data and check the status. Next is the compliance report required for GSTR 9 data preparation. So compliance reports like HSN summary. We will show you how to check the HSN summary report. Next is how you and your CA can take benefits from EaseMyGST GSTR 9C tool. So we will also tell you how can you take the benefit from our GSTR 9C tool. So in the last, we will be moving to the recent GST updates for e-invoicing and e-waybill, which I will be going to cover. At EaseMyGST, we are giving pan-India services to many of the trusted brands by simplifying their GSTR compliance with EaseMyGST. So now let me give you a brief introduction about EaseMyGST and the modules which we offer. So in EaseMyGST is a Ginesys 1 cloud-based product in which we have 3 modules. First is the GSTR returns, in which we allow you to file your GSTR 1, GSTR 2 and 2B, and your GSTR 9 and 9C. And we also offer you a reconciliation engine to match your and your vendor's invoices. Next is the e-invoicing tool. In e-invoicing tool, we offer you to generate e-invoicing with the live tracking and live working on the government portal, which is directly synced with the IRP. Also, after that, we offer you a e-way bill product in which you can generate all the e-way bills with the transporter details. Also, you can check the status of the e-way bill, validate the details, and you can do all the necessary actions required. So now, before moving on to the main GSTR 9C part, I will be sharing some recent updates released by the IRP portal. So first is the advisory on new time limit reporting of invoices on the IRP. So this notification is released recently. Let me explain you what is this. First is the time limit imposition. GST authority has decided to impose a time limit of 30 days for reporting invoices on e-invoice portal, which means if you have created any invoice, you have to generate the e-invoice within the 30 days time period. So what is the eligibility criteria for this? The time limit is applicable to taxpayer with aggregate annual turnover of greater than or equal to 100 crores, which means if you have a turnover of more than 100 crores or equal to 100 crores, you will be coming under this category. So you have to generate invoices within 30 days. Invoice reporting restrictions. Taxpayer in this category will not be allowed to generate invoices older than 30 days, which also I'm saying that if there is any invoice which is having an time period of before 30 days, you cannot generate the invoice for that. So effective date, this validation will be enforced starting from November 1st, 2023. So this notification will come into effect from this coming November 2023. So I will request all my audience and all my clients to follow this and generate e-invoices within the time period.
Oh, okay. So you need to say, Harshit, that means that government is now saying that fasten your seatbelt. So we are here to validate your bookings and all the things. You means you have to move your goods from your company, then you have to make e-way bill, and if you have to move the goods with a validated e-invoice, so you have to make e-invoice on that particular part only. So you cannot say that we will make the invoices after month on month and then roll over part. So means government is now saying that please wake up. This is a wake up call that you have to fasten your seatbelt and fasten your organization also, so that you should be working with the government compliances as well. Okay, good, Harshit. So we can.
So Mr. Gagan, we can say that government is taking care of all the discrepancies which are being occurred in the past. Next notification is regarding the HSN codes in e-invoicing and e-way bills. So notification is referenced with the older notification which is released in October 2020, which says that threshold limits for aggregate turnover having 5 crores are required to use valid 6 or 8 digit HSNs and e-invoicing e-way bills, which means if you are having a turnover of more than 5 crores or equal to 5 crores, you should use only 6 or 8 digits HSN for your e-invoicing and your e-way bills, both. Next is threshold for other taxpayers. So taxpayers who are below 5 crores, there is also validation for them. Taxpayers who do not meet above mentioned aggregate turnover must use at least 4 digits HSN codes, which means the turnover having 5 or below 5 crores turnover, they can use a valid 4 digit HSNs in e-invoicing and e-way bills. So mandatory date of implementation. So this implementation will come into effect with this coming 1st October 23. So I will request all of you to follow this and make necessary changes in your systems and ERPs. So from here, I will request my colleague, Mr. Gurdeep, to take the floor and start the live working. Thank you, everyone.
So thank you, Mr. Harshit, for a good means for the notifications update as well. So our clients will get a brief on the e-invoices and the e-way bill updation. So some of has dropped the question as well in the question answers box. So if you have any, we are forwarding and moving on to the GSTR 9 live working. So if you have any questions and the queries, so you can just drop the question answers in the chat box only. So we will be happy to answer them as well. And if you think that some of the points has to be shown again and has to be represent again, so please let us know. Yeah, over to you, Mr. Gurdeep, please present.
Yes, thank you, Gagan. Thank you so much. So today we will discuss about GSTR 9 and 9C, which is annual declaration that is called GSTR 9 and 9C. So I'm just sharing your screen. I hope my screen is visible. Yes. So guys, what is GST annual return? GSTR 9. So if we talk about GSTR 9, GSTR 9 is a statement of outward and inward supplies made during financial year by a taxpayer. Every taxpayer has to file their GSTR 9 whose turnover is above than 2 crore. If we have any taxpayer which is turnover is up to 2 crore, then they are exempted for filing GSTR 9. So if we talk about GSTR 9C, so GSTR 9C is all about the reconciliation and reconciliation statement. It is a reconciliation statement between GSTR 9 and the audited financial statement of the taxpayer. It's mandatory for every taxpayer whose turnover is above than 5 crore. So now we will compare the GSTR 9 and 9C. So if we talk about GSTR 9, GSTR 9 is an annual return only. And if we talk about GSTR 9C, so GSTR 9C, as I've already conveyed you, that it's only a reconciliation statement. If we talk about GSTR 9 relaxation, so every taxpayer whose turnover up to 2 crore are exempted for GSTR 9, and the taxpayer whose turnover above 5 crore has to file their GSTR 9C. The due date will be the 31st December for every financial year for GSTR 9 and 9C both. There are the penalties if any taxpayer filing their GSTR 9 and 9C late filing. So these are the penalties for the taxpayer. If we talk about the GSTR 9 certification, so there is no any required certification for GSTR 9, but GSTR 9C, we have a self certification required from onwards 2021. But before 1920, it is required a CA certification for the GSTR 9C filing. Preparation source will be GSTR 9, bulk at GSTR 1, 2A and 3B section. For GSTR 9C, it will be auto fetch, which we have filed via GSTR 9. So before starting my live working, I want to mention key points to note before going live. So for the GSTR 9, we will bulk get GSTR 1, 2A and 3B section from the portal. After that, we will compare the data which you have filed for every month via EaseMyGST or your file data for GSTIN. After that, we will perform the ITC 8A versus 2A reconciliation. And the fourth one step, we will generate the HSN summary, which is for outward supplies or inward supplies if you have mentioned in every month GSTR 1 and 3B filing. And the last one step will be file your GSTR 9 working. Same as in the GSTR 9C, we will move with 4 to 5 steps. Like in the first step, we will get GSTR 9C summary. GSTR 9C summary will showcase you all the data, all the figures which you have filed in the GSTR 9 section. After that, we will get the Excel file and validate the same and upload the Excel file with some attachments, like upload supporting PDF documents like audited financial statements and reconciliation statements. After that, we will create the GSTR 9C summary, and the last one step, we will perform save data to GSTINs. So now I will go with live working of software. Let's sign out. So for sign in EaseMyGST software, you have just need your email ID and the password which you have created at the time of implementation. So we'll click on sign in. I hope that you all are aware about EaseMyGST, but for those who are not aware about EaseMyGST, I'm just giving you a small very overview of the portal. So we will click on Sapphire product. When we click on Sapphire, we'll get this page. This will be your PAN level working. Like you can see your details, like your business name. We'll see here. If you have number of GSTs more than one, so you can count here. It will show here your outward supplies for the month of August, current month, and if you have any RCM inward supplies or RCM payments, so it will show here. This will be our PAN level working. Like you can work in a single time for all the GSTs if you have more than one GST. So I'm just showing you. We'll click on bulk operation. Here we have the bulk upload option. Like if you want to amend, if you want to upload any Excel file for the GSTR 1, 2, 3B, 9, 9C data, so you can upload the Excel file from here. You can click on browse section and we'll select the any file which you have prepared. So we'll upload the section. It will auto bifurcate on the GSTIN level in the GSTIN page. So same as we have the bulk download option, like you are working for the GSTR 2A reconciliation, 2B reconciliation for all the GSTINs you have. So you can download all the GSTINs in a single file, result, RICO result, 2A reconciliation result, 2B reconciliation, as well as you can download GSTR 1 to 2A data, which is already on this software. So you have to select GSTR 1 and will select GSTs from here. You can download specific financial year, specific month, or more than one financial year. You can select and will click on download. So these are the upload and download state functions on PAN level. After that, we have a most important working for GSTR 1, as Harshit already conveyed you in the past, that B2B e-invoicing is mandatory now. So you can perform reconciliation for all the GSTs in a single click. Like you are filing for September month GSTR 1, and you will click on select all categories. It will mandate like B2B invoices, CDN, export invoices. We click on it. This will update your e-invoice in reconciliation with your sales books. Like you can perform the reconciliation and will check the reconciliation on GST level. It will help you to find out those invoices which invoices is not which invoices is pending from iron generation. Same as we have the reconciliation tool. In the reconciliation tool, you have all the purchase details in this section. Like in the first section, you can check your purchase detail summary, purchase summary. In the second section, we have two-way based reconciliation engine. Like if you want to two-way based reconciliation, so you can perform the activities from here. If you need 2B based purchase reconciliation, so you have to download 2B and perform reconciliation. You will get the 2B reconciliation result from here. We have also import reconciliation and ISD reconciliation also. After that, if you can compute your ledger balance from government portal, so with the direct API connections, we have the ledger. You can get the ledger reports from the financial, from the specific period which you want. You can get from here. It will show you. After that, we have GST data section. Like you need for, if you need any specific report for GSTR 9 working or for reconcile for auditing purpose, so you can get any of report GSTR 1, 2A, 6, 7, 2X. Like you can specific report from the specific financial year or for the specific months. You can get from here direct. It will show in the request history, and you can download from the here when it will show the complete status. After that, we will go with more section. We have utilities section. Like if you want to know your vendors filing frequency, vendors details, like their GSTIN is inactive or active status, so you can file, you can fill their GSTIN number here and click on GSTIN details. In a single time, you can check the limit of 500 GSTINs from here. As well as you can check HSN search, HSN codes, search by HSN codes or by description as well as. So after this, we have MI's report section, which is well designed and customized reports, which will help you in GSTR 9 and 9C working also. Like you want to get GSTR 1 filed, you want to know that which we have filed for every month from our software or from government portal. So you can get the GSTR 1 filed report, invoice level, tax rate wise, outwards supplies, GSTR 1. We have approx 20 reports, which is well designed and comfortable for the management also. You can select the GST and select the period also, which we have to, you can get this report for the financial year also. We'll click on generate. So this will be the portal overview. Now we are coming back to today's agenda. So for yes.
Okay, so okay, Gurdeep. So I thought that I believe that this all working you have shown us to the clients that this will work in the filing GSTR 9 and 9C.
Yes.
Means you are saying that if the client has prepared all the GSTR 1, all the GSTR 3B from EaseMyGST will be ready to give the GSTR 9 and 9C, and they will get a ready reckoner also through EaseMyGST only, right? So you mean to say that these all the reports are necessary and important for them to check on the particular reconciliation reports or the MIS report, right?
Yes, absolutely, Mr. Gagan. We want to know that which we have filed for every month, which we have reconciled 2A or 2B every month. So it will help you in GSTR 9.
Okay, so you are also providing the HSN summary reports also, like you have shown in the MIS report as well.
Yes, yes, yes. We are providing you the HSN summary report, which will help you. Which you will you have to upload on GSTR 9 section.
Okay, okay.
We'll show you the section. So coming back to the today's agenda, GSTR 9 and 9C. For GSTR 9, we have to select the GSTIN first. Like we are working for the Haryana GSTIN, so we are selecting the Haryana, and we'll click on return section. We have many of return sections in the return, like you have to file GSTR 1, you want file GSTR 3B, 9, 9C, 04 and 2X. Which you have filed, you want to file, you will click on the same. So today we will discuss about GSTR 9. So I'm just clicking on GSTR 9. We will cover up these steps in the GSTR 9, like get and calculate all the data. We'll upload the Excel file after validating, as I have already conveyed to you in the step by step working. So after this, we'll check view section and GSTR 9 section. In the first step, we have to calculate these 5 to 6 steps, which is most important.
Okay, so Gurdeep, can you those who have not understood according to the stepwise calculation? So can you come again with the steps? What all the steps EaseMyGST offers and how you will help us to file the GSTR 9?
Yes, sure. We have to select GSTR 9 working. So in the GSTR 9 section, we have just 4 steps to file so that you can file easily your GSTR 9. In the first step, you get the GSTR 1, 2A and 3B data, which is most important key factors for the GSTR 9. Second step, we will upload the GSTR 9 files after validating. And the last one step, GSTR 9, we will create the summary and save data to GSTIN, like push the data to government portal. I'll show you in the step-by-step process. So in the first step, we will click on bulk get section. Here we have the 3 reports like GSTR 1, 2A and 3, which all the main factors for GSTR 9 working. We'll click on GSTR 1. We'll click on the specific financial year period, like which we have to file. We'll click on 22, 23, we'll select and we'll click on add section. After adding this, we will click on merge section so that file will include in a single file. We'll click on get section. It will show in the request history. You can also check the status of the request which you have raised. So it will show is in progress or in complete status. So now username by Gurdeep, it will raise the request in progress. It is showing in progress. So when it is complete, you can also check fetch checklist. Like it's most important that you know that which month or which category I have no data in this category is like. So it will show the 3 steps, like in the green signal, you can find that you have proper data in this B2B categories for the April month, May month, June month. You can check from here. In the orange tick, you can find that in the credit debit note in the CDN registered, you have not any data specified for the April 22. If there is any cross signal, so you can find maybe their technical glitch or found. So basically you find here green and orange tick. After successfully completed these reports GSTR 1, 2A and 3B, you will get with auto draft GSTR 9 as per EMG. Like if you are filing every month for GSTR 9, 1 and 3B via EaseMyGST, so you will fetch the values from here, like taxable value as per table 4, as per table 4Z. You can see here. Also, you can check the table 5, table 6, all the details will auto fetch from the GSTR 9 EMG software, EaseMyGST software only. After that, we will get the GSTIN also. Like we will click on get auto drafted data. This will auto fetch the GSTR 9 data which you have filed every month for GSTR 1 and 3B from government portal directly. So after uploading, after getting EMG and GSTIN data, we need to compare these, both of data, these reports. So I'm just skipping fourth point because of the fifth one is related second and third point. So come in the fifth section, we will know about the comparative auto drafted GSTR 9. So here you can check GSTR 9 as per taxable value as per GSTIN and same as per taxable value as per EMG. So there should be not any difference in the EMG and GSTIN format. If you have any difference here, so we have most important also step 8A reconciliation. We'll find the same. We'll show you the in the next step. So you can validate the Excel file. You can validate on the software like as taxable value as per GSTIN, as per EMG EaseMyGST, CGST amount and IGST amount also same. In the fourth table, it will all about the GSTR 1 working, GSTR 1 outward supplies working. Like in the 4G section, you can check your reverse charge if you have any in the during financial year. In the after that, you can check 5G nil rated non-GST supplies, exempted rate supplies if you have any. And the last one, you will check the subtotals for the all of the sections. After comparing these reports, we will go with 8A reconciliation, ITC details as per table 8A, which will help you most in the GSTR 9 section. Like sometimes government aggregate data is not matched with your 2A reconciliation, which you have done every year, every month from EaseMyGST or via your manual working. If you are not using EaseMyGST, so maybe you are working for GSTR 2A reconciliation by your manual working. So if it is not matched, so we have the tool 8A reconciliation where EaseMyGST have given you briefly analysis that which you have registered in your purchase, which you claimed in GSTR 3B section, and which you have booking in GSTR 2A reconciliation. So for that section, we have to get the data and we'll click on check latest status. It will show complete. After that, we will click on update recon section. It will update automatically and we'll click on recon result. So after recon, we will click on recon result. It will show the reconciliation result report. Like you can see the reconciliation result report. And when we click on the last one column, it will show table 8A indications. Like when you are getting GSTR 2A reconciliation or you are performing now 8A reconciliation. So we are giving you this tool. Like these invoices are comparing in GSTR 9 or not. So for blank section, we need to check these invoices. Maybe possibilities the invoices is in purchaser only or supplier only. But if we have any invoices in match category or value mismatch, so you need to check the same. And this is the difference. This will be the difference in the mismatch category.
Okay, so Gurdeep, you mean to say that when you are showing the Excel report, right?
Yes.
In the Excel which you have shown, so you mean to say that there is a all the clients are facing difference between the 2A data which the government has given on a yearly basis and the data which is being presented in the 8A. So you mean to say that all the invoices which are not in 8A, means which are not present in ITC, so in that case, you will EaseMyGST will show the differences invoices, and then they can work on it and showcase, and they can give the reconciliation statement also in this report. No?
Yes.
This report.
Yes, you can easily find out the invoices of differences. Like if we are giving the y-axis, like these invoices are catching with 2A section. But if there is any blank section, so these invoices are not matching with 2A section. So you need to working for the same section. This will the difference. You need you can check with GSTIN counterparty GSTIN number. You can check with the invoice number also. So after this, after 8A reconciliation, we will go with reports on GSTR 1 and 2 data, which will show you the HSN summaries for file data as per file data. As I've already skipping this point. So now we will complete the fourth step. We'll click on the same. So we have the HSN summary for outward supplies based on file data. As per file data which you have filed in GSTR 1 for every month. And the third one, HSN summary for outward supply based on uploaded data. Like if you are uploaded every month on EaseMyGST and file from EaseMyGST also via EBC and DSC signer, so you can generate this file also. So just I'm showing you this file. We will generate the file because and check later status. We'll click on data section. This file will get upload and will check the working. This will the HSN file. You need to validate the same summary and just save as, and we'll upload the same file on EaseMyGST section. I'm just showing you. After validating the Excel file, you will go with upload section. Here you will upload this file. It will show in success status. After that, we'll check view section by summary. After that, we will go with GSTR 9 section. After GSTR 9 section, we will create GSTR 9 and click on confirm status. It will show you the GSTR 9 process is in progress. So we have the table wise bifurcation of the GSTR 9 whole working of you. So in the first to third table, you will get all the details of your business, like which financial year for which you are filing GSTR 9 or your GST number, business name, all the details, mandatory details related to your business name. In the fourth table, like you can see here, fourth table is details of advances, inward and outward supplies made during the financial year on which tax is payable. Like this report is total about outward supplies. You can check here in the fourth section, 4B table, you can check B2B registered supplies, taxable values, central tax, CGST amount and IGST amount. Same, you can validate in the 4D table if you have any SEZ payments, deemed export, and if you have any inward supplies, RCM charges, so you can get just in the 4G table. In the 4H table, you will find the subtotal from table A to table G. You can find the same. If you have issued any CDN note, credit debit notes, so you can check in the 4I and J section. Same. If you have any amendment section, you can validate the same in 4K and L. So in the 4M table, it will all subtotals from I to L, and in the 4N table, you can check all the subtotals from 4A to 4M section. We'll see here. After 4th table, you will complete we will go with non-taxable supplies in the which is file in taxable table number 5. So in the table 5 details, you can find the details of outward supplies made during the financial year on which tax is not payable if you have any entries. So total turnover will show the supply to SEZ without payment of taxes. After the same, after calculation, the 1 to 3rd, 4th, 5th and 5th reports, we will get with table number 6. It is showing ITC availed during the financial year. So in the 6A, you can get the total amount of input tax credit availed through from GSTR 3B. Sum total of table 4A, it will show same as in the 6th day, it will show the difference if you have any. And the 7th table related to ITC reversed and ineligible ITC. If you have any ineligible or reverse ITC, so it will show in that 7th section. In that table 8, other ITC release information, if you have any, you can find, you can check, validate your working by table wise 8A, 8B, 8D sections. In the 9th section, if you are giving any tax paid, so it will check by IGST amount, CGST amount from here. When we file GSTR 9 from EaseMyGST, so it will show the EaseMyGST values also in the upper line. It will, you can match also the EMG and GSTIN figure. It will match automatically. In the from table 10 to 15 are all the optional tables. Like if you have any deemed or refunds, if you have any transactions or previous financial year declared, so you can read out, you can fill the details from 10 to 16 tables. After that, the 17th table, which is most important table for HSN summary outward supplies, which is government asked, like you need to file your HSN summary, which we have already uploaded in this section. It will automatically bifurcate in table number 17, and you can check the details also after Excel file. You can check the details. Same as in the 18th table, it will be the HSN summary for inward supplies. As of now government is not mandated for purchase summary, purchase HSN summary. So we are giving, but we are giving HSN summary outward supplies and inward supplies both. After this, validating all the scenarios, all the Excel files and table bifurcation, we have to click on save data to GST. This step will you need to click on yes, and this step will push all the data which you have uploaded on here EaseMyGST to the government portal. Also, you need to check saved status. It will show the green signal, like your data has been saved or submitted, saved or pushed to the government portal. After filing GSTR 9, we will go with GSTR 9C. Before going to GSTR 9C, I'm just revising, recap all the steps for GSTR 9 working. So for the GSTR 9, we will select the GSTIN first. After select the GSTIN, we'll click on return section and we'll go with GSTR 9 section. When we click on GSTR 9, this dashboard will get to you, and we will get all the GSTR 1, 2A and 3B. 1 and 3B is required for, will fill the table number 4, 5, 9, 12 and 14, and the 2A table will help you to 8A reconciliation. So we will get all the 3 reports, and we'll check the fetch checklist, which is most important, as I already conveyed to you. Like you can get to know that in which categories and in which month you can find out the invoices not present there. After bulk get section, we will auto draft GSTR as per EMG format, as per EaseMyGST format. Like here, you will get all the details which you have filed for every month for GSTR 1 and 3B section. It will automatically fetch without software only. After that, you need to auto draft GSTR via GSTIN portal also. It will fetch from government portal. When you click on get auto drafted data, it will fetch automatically all the details which is already saved on government portal with the help of your GSTR 1 and 3B for every month working. After getting these 2 reports, we will go with the first step and we'll compare both of the reports. We can compare these from here. Like in the first section, you will get to know the values of GSTIN portal, and in the second step, you will get to know the EMG format. This will be the taxable values, and this will be the CGST amount and SGST amount, and same as the IGST amount also. You can check from here all the details, table number 4, 5 and 6, you can get to know. After that, we will go with AT reconciliation. I'm just showing you that we need to only get data section, and we'll click on check latest status. After get all the data of AT, we will update with recon section. This will reconcile your AT with versus 2A reconciliation, which you have done through EaseMyGST for every month, 2A based reconciliation. After that, you will get the Excel file which we have already showed you. So you need to working for the missing invoices if you have any. After validating the same steps, we will go with the reports on GSTR 1 and 2 data. We will go with generate section and we'll get the Excel file. We'll upload the same Excel file from here, and we'll click on GSTR 9. We'll see the GSTR 9, create GSTR 9 summary, and we'll validate all the table wise values which we have filed which we have uploaded in the Excel file are the same. You can bifurcate table wise from here on the UI only. After that, validating the same, you can click on save data to GST. It will auto push the data to government portal for the GSTR 9 working. You can also check the save status for your confidence. It will show the green ticks always for that your data, all the data has been pushed to government portal already. After GSTR 9, I hope you all got to GSTR 9 steps working. After file submission of GSTR 9 successfully, we will get to know the GSTR 9C working. In the just behind GSTR 9, you will get to know GSTR 9C. So we will click on GSTR 9C working. So when you file your GSTR 9C, when we click on download section, all the details which you have filed in GSTR 9 section will auto fetch in these tables. With the GSTR 9 table data will fill the table number 5, 7, 9, 12 and 14 tables in this section. You will get to know and will download this file. When you will download this file, you will get to know this file, this type of file. This will show you the return period of the financial year and return type GSTR 9C. This will show the reconciliation of gross turnover, which you are mentioning in GSTR 9 section. Same as the taxable turnover. In the table 12 and 14, reconciliation of net input tax credit you can find here, and the reconciliation of ITC declared as per government, as per your working. So all the GSTR 9 details which you have filed will get auto fetch in the GSTR 9C section. We will work on this. We will validate this Excel file and upload the same file with supporting documents also in PDF format. After validating these files, we will upload this file in the same section. Also, we need, as I have already conveyed to you, that GSTR 9C is all about the reconciliation and reconciliation statements. So we need to, this will be the format for GSTR 9C uploading data. If you need to give any unreconciled data statement, so you need to mention the figure out in this table. Like you have any unreconciled difference, so government asks the reason for unreconciled amounts. So you need to any values, any statements in this format. After giving the clarification or reconciliation statement in this format, we will go with upload section. In the upload section, we will upload the same file which I have already conveyed, the file GSTR 9C auto fetch report which you have filed in GSTR 9, and the 9C RECO statement, reconciliation statement, which you will give in the 9C. Just uploading the same, we will upload the same in the format and we'll check table wise in the view section. After GSTR 9, we'll click on the GSTR 9C section. Just discard the summary. We'll click on create GSTR 9C section. We'll click on confirm section. When we will click on this section, so it will be show the create GSTR 9C process is in progress. It will show you the table wise bifurcation as per GSTR 9. So in the table of from 1 to 3rd table, you can find the basic details which you have filed in GSTR 1 also, GSTR 9 also. So you can check your financial year, your GST number, your legal name of business, and your trade name. So you can find out them. After that, you will get the audit act name which you have mentioned in the GSTR 9. In the table 5, recon of gross turnover, which we have already mentioned you in the table number 5, recon of gross turnover. So it will show you the automatic auto fetch sections. After that, when you will upload the Excel file, it will auto fetch in the table wise section. After that, if you have any differences between these amounts, so you need to give a reason for unreconciled difference, which you have already mentioned in the reconciliation statement format, and this will be the show you in this format, like which you have given the reason. So it will show in the statement format in the 6th table. On the 7th table, you can recon of taxable turnover, which you have already shown in the Excel file table number 7. After that, if you have any differences in that table number 7 taxable turnover, so you need to also give the reason to government for unreconciled difference. So we have already uploaded these files with all the unreconciled statements. Will auto fetch, will auto bifurcate in these tables. After that, recon of rate wise liability in the table number 9, you can check. From 10 to 12, you can also check recon of net ITC. Currently, we are not filing the GSTR 9, so it is showing the blank format. When you will file GSTR 9 and will upload the GSTR 9C format and attaching Excel file, so it will automatically show you the table wise summary. After validate and uploading all the attachments and the self-declaration certificate in the upload section, you will get with save data to GSTIN. When we will save data, perform to save data to GSTIN, it will push the 9C data also on the government portal, and you can validate the working by green ticks here that all the data have been successfully filed to GSTR 9 for GSTR 9C to the government portal. So I hope you all got to know the GSTR 9 and 9C working from EaseMyGST. If you still have any doubts or questions, so you can reach out to us via email or calls directly. Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, so a very detailed introduction and detailed session on GST 9 and 9C. Thank you, Mr. Gurdeep. Before moving ahead, so we have we have some FAQs and some questions in the chat box also. So before moving ahead to the FAQ section, so Mr. Gurdeep will be showcasing you the FAQs, which are very important to understand the working of GST 9 and 9C, and all the sections which have been updated and which have been showcased by Mr. Gurdeep on 9 and GST 9C. So I just want to give some of the few implication on the 9 part and the 9C part. When you are doing the GST 9, so you need to keep all the things in mind, that you have to consider all the differences which you have made in your monthly filing, and then you have to recapitulate in all the differences over to the GST 9. When you go for the GST 9C part, so 9C is a reconciliation statement. We all know that in the 9C we have to give the clarification and just justification also to the users, that to the government portal, that we have filed the reconciled data. Also we have some unreconciled data. So to justify the unreconciled data, you have to showcase the unreconciliation, means the reconciliation between the unreconciled data, and just justification in the input format. So EaseMyGST helps you to showcase the means to upload the format in the 9C part also, and then upload to the government portal. Also there are 2 or 3 major PDFs if you want to upload, because all the government portal has to be self declaration mode. So you need to upload the PDF also with the audited financials which you have done in the last financial years also. So, and the reconciliation statement, that what all the data you have reconciled with your particular 2A and 8A part. All the things has to be matched with a pi to pi difference. There should not be any difference in the round off values also. If there is a round off difference, so you need to show that this is a round off difference which we have made. This is due to the collaboration of or the consolidation of the data. Accordingly, we have to provide all the justification on that part. So coming to the FAQ session, there are a few questions in our mind, that what all the helps required while preparing the GST 9 and 9C. So Mr. Gurdeep will be showcasing you the GSTR 9 FAQs, which will help you to prepare your GST 9 and file your return. Yeah, over to you, Gurdeep.
Yes, Mr. Gagan. So I hope my screen is visible to all of you. So we have the frequently asked questions. So who has to file GSTR 9, guys? So all the registered taxable persons under GST must file GSTR 9 who has turnover aggregate up to 2 crore aggregate up to turnover. So however, following persons are not required to file GSTR 9. So casual taxable persons are not required. Input service distributors are not required. Non-resident taxable person also are not required for GSTR 9 file. We will go with the GSTR. How many subcategories are there under GSTR 9 section? So we have 3 subcategories under GSTR 9 section. We will go with GSTR 9A. So for the clients using composition schemes, this return included all the quarterly returns filed by the compounding dealers in that financial year. However, the return has been scrapped in since financial year 1920. Now there is change in filing frequency of from GSTR 4 from quarterly to annual GSTR 4 for composition taxpayer. We are talking about GSTR 9B. So it is the summary of TCS, tax collected at source, filed in GSTR 8 by taxpayers registered as e-commerce operators under GSTR 9B must be filed by the 31st of December following the end of financial year. So GSTR 9C is all about the return form required to be filed by registered taxpayer in case the aggregate turnover is more than 5 crore. As I already showed you the process by EaseMyGST. In this case, the taxpayer has to also submit a copy of the audited annual accounts and reconciliation statements. So we will go with the third question. Just a second, guys. So what is the penalty for not filing the GST annual return GSTR 9 by taxpayers whom it may be liable to? So as per section 47(2), of Central Goods and Services Tax Act 2017, a person will be fined a penalty of 100 rupees per day for GST, CGST, and 100 rupees per day for SGST amounting to a total of inner 200 rupees per day if he fails to file GSTR 9 before the due date. However, the maximum amount of penalty a person can be fined is 0.25% of the total turnover. So if we are filing GSTR 9 from EaseMyGST or whether from government portal, so common issues, we have some common issues faced in filing GSTR 9, like mismatching ITC value between 2A and table 8A for GSTR 9. So some of taxpayers have reported that figures of input tax paid ITC as per populated in table 8A of form GSTR 9 do not match with the figures as appearing in their form GSTR 2A and 2B reconciliation. So we have also mentioned you, we have also showcased you the GSTR 8A reconciliation via EaseMyGST. So it will help you. Second one, disable the proceed to file button. While filing form GSTR 9 proceed to file button, we will be enabled only if compute liability is clicked. This button is meant for computation of late fees only. Please note, form GSTR 9 once filed cannot be revised. Third one is the turnover for filing form GSTR 9C. Form GSTR 9C is to be filed by all the taxpayers whose aggregate turnover has exceeded that up to 2 crores in a financial year. So we will go with next slide. So is certification mandatory for taxpayers with turnover above 5 crore? Just as long as the aggregate turnover is more than 5 crore, GSTR 9C is mandatory and hence self-certification is mandatory. In the sixth question, while filing GSTR 9 and 9C, we have to cross-check with the sales invoice as invoices. Yes, that will bring out any non-compliance. That will bring out any non-compliance with the e-invoicing provisions. 7.1 is the precautions to be taken by every taxpayer while they are filing GSTR 9 and 9C. So full and proper disclosure we have to mention in the Excel files in the table wise. Like all the data reported should be available, provided in proper table under relevant description. Wherever possible, ensure all optional fields are filed and the taxpayer provide full and proper information. Clerical information errors, like once filed GSTR 9 and 9C cannot be revised, like it's not a GSTR 1 on 3B so that you can you will amend in the next month. It's an annual return, so you have not any required that you will amend the GSTR 9 and 9C, or otherwise you can revise. If any clerical errors are made, ensure the same is intimated in writing to the departmental officer at the earliest. There is always room for discrepancies in data between GST returns, GSTR 1 versus 3B. Mapping tax positions and impact of changes in the law. So GST law has been seen numerous amendments since its introduction in GSTR GST 2017. So with numerous notification, circulars, orders, and advisories, etc., it becomes important that clarifications etc. So I'm just giving you. So thank you so much, guys, to attend this session. We are open for your questions now.
Okay, thank you, Gurdeep, for giving you the brief understanding on the GSTR 9 and GSTR 9C. I hope all the clients, and all who have done the participation in the webinar must be clear about the GSTR 9 and 9C part. I hope all the FAQs will be on a working stage for you when you start working on the GSTR 9. It will be helpful for you to recapitulate and to start the GSTIN filing from today onwards, because due dates are very nearby. So if you guys if you guys require any help or assistance, so you can always reach to us on support@easemygst.com, to our support IDs, to directly to our reach out to our phone numbers and the support numbers. So you can anytime, every time can call us or drop a mail to us for your concerned queries and the doubts. So I hope all the things all the topic has been clear. So with this, we are just closing our today's webinar. So is there any other questions? Because I hope all the questions has been answered on that well part. So if there are some of the questions which are left, we will share responses on the over their mail after this webinar. Please guys, stay tuned to our next webinar. It will be overwhelming for us to present a next webinar on a good and benefited topic for you guys. Thank you guys.